Hello Wargamers, it's Callum from Tabletop Banter, and today I'm going to do a video on keeping it cheap, essentially. It's going to be a new playlist in the video folder, and it's going to cover how you can cut costs, as I'm sure beginners and experienced players are aware. Wargaming gets expensive. Games Workshop have expensive models, which I like, so I want to buy them, but I don't really want to be spending full retail on them if I can avoid it. That's probably going to be saved for another video though. First up, I want to do a 1,000 point army for less than £100, or £100 or less. The plan behind this is to get new, interested beginners who want to do the game a 1,000 point army for as little as possible. It's been a struggle. I've had a little look so far. Not done any great digging, but I have found a website where most of the products are 25% cheaper than on the GW store, so I'm buying from them. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested. I know there are a couple of alternatives where they are cheaper shops, but I am looking at one in particular for this pricing. And I don't know, 1,000 points is a good size game. I went to a club and people didn't really want to be playing 500 points. They really were looking for 1,500. 1,000 you can get away with. So for beginners or people who just want to start a new army and don't want to invest a lot of money in it. Now, I'm not saying these lists are going to be amazing. There's a lot of flaws in the lists, I imagine. I've tried to keep it interesting as well, because otherwise you could just go, oh, we'll just get this tactical squad, and then whatever. You know, it seems that's a bit dull. I wanted to mix it up a little bit and throw in some ideas, and a lot of these units are points heavy, but that's the way it has to be. So don't read into that as a great tactic, read into that as a way of reducing your costs. So this particular list is for the Space Marines. I will be doing more in later series. I just wanted to stick to Space Marines for this one as I'm most comfortable there, and then progress through the races as I find the lists that fit for them. So this particular list is 998 points and cost me £99. Or would cost me £99 if I bought it. So I'm just going to run you through what I'm going to buy first, and then we'll go over the list later. So first up on the list is the Battle Force, which is a tactical squad, a dreadnought, and a captain. Then 3 bikes, 1 more tactical squad, and a Storm Talon gunship. All of these were not at retail price. If you went for a retail price, there is no way you could get 1,000 points for £100. Unless you use that £100 to rob Games Workshop. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Crime is bad. So what I'm going to do now is go through the list from top to bottom, and yeah, let me know what you think once I've finished. Leave some comments below, and let's crack on. So first thing to look at, I've used Battlescribe here to print off my nice list. It comes with lots of, it's really useful for figuring out points, costs and everything. I would highly recommend using it. It's made it much easier for me to sort this out, or else I'd be scrolling through all the codexes and online stuff, and that's difficult, so nope. So first off, Space Marines, Chapter Tactics, Iron Hands. Reason I picked Iron Hands, 6 up, feel no pain, and it will not die on vehicles and characters. Really, really handy for durable lists. I didn't think this needed to be made any more durable, but it doesn't hurt to have it there, like, extra. You can choose whatever chapter tactics you want. Don't just use this one because I said so. It's not my favourite, but my favourite, which is Raven Guard, does not suit this, so I kept this list to Iron Hands. First up, it's combined arms attachment, so HQ choice. My HQ is a captain, obviously, came in the Battle Force. 195 points, which is a bit points heavy, but you'll find out why as I explain. So let's go over his stat line first. Weapon skill 6, ballistic skill 5, strength and toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 5, attacks 3, leadership 10. Now he would normally have a 3+ save from his power armor. However, I have purchased the upgrade of artificer armor for a 2-up. Other upgrades I have purchased: digital weapons, allowing you to re-roll in the assault phase 1 die. A power fist, just to make him even more scary. A relic, which is the shield eternal, so that's a storm shield, except he now has eternal warrior as well. So basically he's a 2-up, 3-up, Eternal Warrior with a 6+ Feel No Pain. I mean, just try and chew through that if you wish. He is there to really be a focal point. So if you're playing a game more objective based, people are still going to be worried about him, and you've got your squads to go and deal with all the objectives. Again, 95 points, a bit heavy. But I think he's worth it. He's also got a bolt pistol, but that's kind of holstered because he's carrying effectively a storm shield. That's pretty much it for him. The Eternal Warrior thing makes a big difference to me because it means he can't be insta-killed, which is... It can happen when he's only toughness 4. I mean, if you think about it, anything 8 or higher, which could be a lance cannon, going to kill him in 1 hit. Now, 2 up, 3 up, 6+ Feel No Pain, Eternal Warrior. And it will not die. So just at the end of that, he then also, on a 5 or 6, can get a wound back. So you can take a wound off, he can have it back. It seems almost too strong, but then it is 195 points, which is quite steep. I'm going to move on to troops next. Quite simple for troops. 2 10-man units of tactical squads. One we bought separately in a box, one came in the battle force. So they're both, funnily enough, 185 points each. I'll take you over the first one first. So in one tactical squad you'll have a plasma cannon and a plasma gun as your special and heavy weapons options as you're at the full 10-man size, with a Space Marine Sergeant. Now, all the Space Marine Sergeants in this list, in the 2 tactical squads, have a power weapon. That's to make it slightly more points heavy so that it reaches 1,000 points, but it's not bad to have that. I wouldn't recommend it all the time, but it's not bad to have it on there. Now the stat line for your average Space Marine. Weapon skill and ballistic skill 4, strength and toughness 4, wounds 1, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, with a 3-up save from his power armor. And they're all armed with bolt guns, 24-inch range, strength 4, AP 5, pretty standard. Rapid fire. It's handy to have. I think they're quite a good weapon to have a hold of for ranged and close combat attack. Although you can't really use the rapid fire thing in close contact, it's not so bad. The plasma gun, strength 7, AP 2, 24-inch rapid fire, gets hot though, so that's the only problem with that. With the plasma heavy army, which this is slightly, it's the gets hot rolls, so you've just got to make sure you're lucky. And then plasma cannon, obviously it's a heavy 1 blast, gets hot, so with this squad you combat squad them into 2 5s, you take the plasma gun away to claim objectives further forward, you sit the plasma cannon with 4 guys on an objective. And then he takes long shots, the other guy advances. It's quite simple. I take the sergeant with the 5-man squad to get the bonus attack in close combat, but that's just my way of playing it. Again, strength 7, AP 2 on the plasma cannon, really good for wiping out big squads. I would put it in over a Terminator squad, because I think it's still winning on 2s, and then it's AP 2, and you can say goodbye to them basically. They have their 5-up invulnerable, that's great, they save 1 in 3. The other tactical squad has a veteran sergeant this time, so more attacks. This is armed with a flamer and a missile launcher. The flamer, obviously I'd combat squad these again. You can choose not to, because a missile launcher can fire crack missiles, which is why I put it in this one. It's a bit more flexible. But your flamer with the veteran sergeant goes out, takes out close combat stuff, picks up objectives. Missile launcher can sit on an objective if you wanted to. It is up to you at the end of the day. And then missile launcher, 2 modes, obviously, frag and crack, 48-inch range on both of those. The frag is a blast, strength 4, AP 6. The crack is a 1-shot, heavy, strength 8, AP 3. So if you're moving, you are snap firing, but it's better to have that than moving and getting nothing at all. That's pretty much it for both tactical squads. Time to move on to elites. Now, the only elite we have is the Dreadnought from the Battle Force box. 135 points, so again, not hugely cheap, but missile launcher, twin-link las cannon. I'll take you through the stat line quickly. So that's weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength 6, front armor 12, side armor 12, rear armor 10, initiative 4, 2 attacks, and 3 hull points. I could have kept with the Dreadnought Power Fist. I chose not to. I decided that with this list, you've got enough stuff to move up quickly and get in their face, and you're just going to want something to sit back and shoot. With this Dreadnought, you're getting 48-inch range on all of its weapons. It's really durable. So now it also has an "It Will Not Die" on it. Once you stick that in cover, it just becomes ridiculously tough to wear down, and it becomes a central fire point for any opponent. Because Twin Link Las Cannon, Strength 9 AP2, that's going to take out vehicles, and Missile Launcher can do hordes, can do vehicles. So you're looking at two pretty strong weapons there on a unit that can sit back and shoot, and it can move and shoot. It's relentless, so it's a flexible way of moving your heavy firepower around the board. Okay, 6 inches at a time, not amazing, but both of those are shot at full ballistic skill. I do believe, anyway. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, leave a comment below so I know for next time. Finally, we're on to fast attack. So there's almost 300 points in fast attack, which I would say is uncommon, but I've not seen a lot of lists that are fast attack based. So first off, we have the 123 point bike squad. I'm annoyed because I don't like that odd number, which makes it 2 points short of 1,000, but you get 3 bikes, one of which is a sergeant. So 2 regular bikes, 1 veteran sergeant, I believe. Yep, it is a veteran sergeant. I'll run you through the stat line. It's similar to the Space Marine stat line. So it's weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 5 because of the bike, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, 3 up save. Now, with this particular unit, you can jink, so you can get a 4 up cover if you wanted to, but it's tough to get to it, and it's got 3 up save and 6+ feel no pain. So that toughness 5 with the feel no pain makes it that much more of a pain to go against. In this squad, the veteran sergeant has a grav pistol. Love grav pistols. Enjoying the grav weapons. I have modelled 1 so far, but I didn't have those available to me when I was modelling the other ones. I just like the fact that it can go, I'm hitting you on a 3, wounding you on a 2, Mr. Terminator, and you don't get a save. It just seems like a good idea. And the other 2 are armed with plasma guns. So what you're going around with this squad with is, it's a killie squad, but it's fast, it's mobile, so it gets from A to B. It can go grab an objective over here, it can turbo boost. You've got a lot of firepower in 2 rapid fire plasma guns. You've got close combat stuff in there as well. They're tough. They just seem like the kind of thing that's going to go out and cause a nuisance. I find that bikes are often targeted, much like the captain will be in this army. Basically, the thing with this is, the particular list has got a lot of things you want to get rid of because they're all pretty threatening, and then you have to really assess where you're going to put your firepower. With a strong captain and a dreadnought, that's a pain. Now you've got the bikes, and then finally you got a flyer. It's like, those 4 things are really important to get rid of, and that's not going to happen as easily as you might think. So we talked a bit about the bikes there. On to the last thing, the Storm Talon gunship. So this is ballistic skill 4, armor 11 all around with 2 hull points. So it's not particularly strong. However, it has It Will Not Die. 5 or 6, it gets a hull point back. That's kind of handy, though. If they're getting that many shots in, they'll probably get 2 hits against you. You can obviously jink, but then you're firing snapshots. I've upgraded it. It is 175 points, which is pretty expensive, but I would really be trying to keep it in flyer mode. Twin Link Las Cannon, Twin Link Assault Cannon. So it can take out infantry, it can rend, it's got the Las Cannon for vehicles, you're hitting it on 6s if you're the opponent, but it can also drop down. It has strafing run as well, and fighter ace, which I had to read up on because I wasn't really sure what it was, and that's basically a D3 warlord trait for that, for the flyer. So that's not bad, but that's not why I take it. I take it because it soaks up fire. People have to worry about it, even though they can't hit it. So yeah, this is a nice little 1,000 point list. It costs £99 if you were to buy it. There are probably holes in it that you will find. I'm not an amazing list writer. This was more to see if I could do 1,000 points for £100. Now I couldn't on GW's website, but I could on, it's a website called Triple Helix Games. I'll leave a link below. You can check it out for yourself. And yeah, so any beginners who want 1,000 points of Space Marines, they will have this list available to them. I will do my best to get this into a blog post or something. I've got to find a way to really put it into one. And then once I have, I will leave a link below. You might have to bear with me whilst I learn how to use Blogspot a little bit better, or Blogger. I'm not hugely familiar with it, so it might take me a little while, but it will be on the way. So thank you very much for watching. There will be more in these series to come with many other factions and races, etc. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Always interested to hear your thoughts. Like I'm learning as well as you are, perhaps. Or if you're not learning, then please part your wisdom on me. And yeah, thanks and have fun.